We are live doing some Charlotte Hornets talking. Today, I am excited because the Charlotte Hornets had a hell of a 2021 NBA draft. Talk about one of the luckiest franchises in the last 2 years. They had LaMelo Ball fall to them to number 3. Now they had James Bouknight fall to them to number 11. The prop bets was over under 6. He was supposed to go pretty much it was 6.5. He was supposed to go at 6 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Josh Giddey went 6. Scotty Barnes went 4. The Kings passed up on James Bouknight, which then, he went to the Charlotte Hornets. And it's going to be box office. As James Bouknight said, they're going to be must watch. I guarantee it. Not just because it's James Bouknight and it's LaMelo Ball. It's because Hornets Nation has the most exciting play-by-play dude in the NBA. This dude is yelling since the opening tip-off, right, of every game, it seems like. I can't imagine what he's going to be like when he sees James Bouknight go for a 360 slam-a-dama and just puts it at... It's going to be crazy, bro. It's going to be crazy. And today we're breaking down the draft, the future of the Charlotte Hornets, a little bit of some game tape, some film session with Mike Schmitz that he did with James Bouknight. So that's going to be some good stuff, some terminology there. And then talk about what I expect in free agency, what they did today with Malik Monk. They said, peace. We're happy with what we got right now. You can go ahead. Choose your own future. You're unrestricted. But with you, Mr. Graham, we're going to wait and see what your market is. And he now becomes a restricted free agent. As we can see what Woj said. Let's check out what Woj said earlier. Why is this so slow? My God. Anyways, we know what happened, right? God damn. Let's skip what Woj said. Draft night. The Charlotte Hornets were anticipated to draft Kai Jones at number 11, right? And that would have been smart because Kai Jones to me was the riskiest player in the NBA draft because he has such a high ceiling but also such a low floor. Right? He's very risky. Risky doesn't mean bad. I don't know why people associate risky with negativity. Like, I don't see it that way. I just see it as, man, this is a huge risk. And they came back into the draft, right? They traded with the Knicks, which was a future heavily protected first-round pick for the 19th pick. That was extremely smart. They saw that Kai Jones fell, especially after Alperen Şengün, and how the Rockets went about it, how they went and traded future picks to go down to number 16. There was a lot of transactional things going on all night long. The NBA draft was just crazy. The fact that Primo went number 12 to the Spurs, that right there was crazy. And then at number 10, Zaire Williams going at number 10 to the Grizzlies gave the Charlotte Hornets James Bouknight, which was awesome to see because, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, yes, I would have liked for him to go to the Kings, but he's such a great fit with this Hornets team. The fact that he has a phenomenal playmaking point guard like LaMelo Ball, he's going to get a lot of opportunities in Borrego's offense. I can't wait to watch it. Must-watch TV every single night that the Hornets are on NBA League Pass. I can't wait for that. And then let's talk about the potential of Richaun Holmes, Nerlens Noel. This article says that they will not go after them only because they also traded for Mason Plumlee, who I love in terms of if you can put Mason Plumlee on the elbow. He's going to give you some real nice bounce passes. He's going to give you great rebounding, good rim protection as well. And that's what the Hornets lacked in last season. They have that now. They have a great rim runner or a potentially great rim runner and Kai Jones. So they got two centers right there. They may not be looking to spend the big bucks now on Richaun Holmes. which could be a good thing for the Kings. Probably not, because there are still other teams like the Mavericks, like the Raptors, that will still be interested in Richaun Holmes' services. Also, with Nerlens Noel, he's also a nice rim runner that you can get at a much cheaper price, I would say, right? He's not going to cost you 15, 16, which is what Richaun will probably cost you. Nerlens Noel's market is probably 8 to 12 max, somewhere in the middle. I might be 9, might be 10. Which that'll be interesting. They also went after JT Thor in that second round, which that trade to me, Mason Plumlee in the 37th. So they moved down 20 spots, right? Which was insane to see, because did they just offer the Hornets this deal or what? Because Mason Plumlee on that contract is a great number to have. I mean, he's a backup center, but he has, he has been a starter for a long time, right? And he's more than capable of being a starter. So let's get to some of the James Bouknight stuff with Mike Schmitz that I want to break down.
Oh, well, I heard the big calling out the ball screen, and AJ Reeves looked like.
My God, James Bouknight's such a microwave scorer, bro.
Just a quick change in direction, and then the help came from the
Just,
top guy. So I
just look at this speed, though. That change of direction is just
and that's hard to guard. I mean,
second to none, man. And that's what I love about James Bouknight. A lot of people want to criticize him for taking a lot of bad shots, but if you really understand and have some context of why he took so many bad shots, it's very obvious. It's because he was the entire UConn offense, and he was the center of attention for other game plans every single night. So he had to take these tough shots, which is why his three-point percentage wasn't as high as it should have been. But at the NBA level, the way LaMelo Ball is going to just set him up to succeed, he's going to get a lot cleaner shots, especially with Gordon Hayward playing at a high level too. It's the driving kicks to the corners, the secondary actions with James Bouknight. It's going to be phenomenal to watch. It's going to be so fun, man. I can't wait.
NBA teams don't want to give up those rejects, because that takes you out of all your defensive principles. Really impressive stuff. And then here, this is earlier on in the year, right? So I'm curious if you see like anything you would have done differently as you come off here.
Definitely hit Zay on a pop. Like I thought Zay was gonna pop, so I would have hit him on the pop, and then he played with Jalen, and I'd probably get corner. Or I could throw a throwback to Jalen, and Jalen could play with Tyrese.
Yep. Yeah. Or even maybe you're in a position to snake this. Maybe you can keep him on your hip, on your back, kind of put him in jail a little bit, right?
This one was tough because I felt like they were like in a matchup zone kind of thing.
Right. But again, I think we've seen the pull-up three, we've seen the mid-range game.
But even then, though, like
this one was tough because I felt
like it's tough, but he could have still just skipped it over here, or just split that double team right here and just be more aggressive, just be more assertive. But he's right in terms of how they were playing. It was more of a zone double team right here, like a hard hedge, just stay in drop coverage.
they were like in a matchup zone kind of thing.
But that's why you got to be more assertive right off the bat.
So we've seen the pull-up three, we've seen the mid-range game, we've seen you get all the way downhill, and I think continuing to grow in these areas, the little tricks of the trade, you know what I mean, that you see from some of the best scorers, I think you're going to continue to add all that type of stuff. But again, I think your pick and roll scoring is obviously one of your biggest strengths. So
he's going to be so good in the pick and roll.
The most room for growth that we see
playmaking
is as a facilitator. And like you said, your role here is to score the ball, right? And you've done it at a really, really high level. So I want to pick your brain on some reads here. That,
right there.
Maybe you would look back, or what you see.
To me, he should have split that double team, but he didn't. Or he could have just right away slipped that ball in between those guys for the slip pass. Easy read. Didn't make it. The more reps he gets, the better he'll be at it, right?
You're coming off and pick and roll here. So a lot of times, they're going to put two on the ball with you, right?
Yeah.
So what do you see here with Villanova?
He missed it. He missed it. He did. But that's an improvement that he needs to make himself, right? He's not the perfect prospect. He has a lot of weaknesses. This is one of them. But
Yeah,
his
so that's your
microwave
best
scoring
right?
is going to be
So,
so good with
okay, you
LaMelo
have the
Ball,
goal,
man.
whether it's a quick pocket pass, hit over the top, but then if they take that away, right, with the elbow defender, then you're saying you have the wing.
Skip pass.
Yep. And
Yep.
The low guy
Or
on
he could have just skipped it to the other side.
yep.
Or the low guy on the weak side is usually.
Right.
And in the NBA, could have got this off a little quicker, right?
Mhm.
Did you have a pocket pass or maybe a quick hook pass or no?
I think I came with the ball screen too fast.
Okay.
I wasn't patient.
Facts.
I think I just like sped off it, looking to beat him, just beat the big.
Number one thing that guards are so bad at the NBA level and just really all levels, but they're not patient enough until the big gets there, and then you just, you hit your big shoulder. That way, the guy is there. He gets stopped. There's a reason why it's called a screen. When you take that screen too fast, sometimes your center isn't set right away, which then you call an offensive foul. It's an easy call for refs. You have to be patient enough and then rub shoulders at full speed. That way, the guy that's guarding you gets caught, and now you're going to book into the big. Either he's going to play in drop coverage or you're going to blow right by him.
And then I threw the ball too late.
So how do you work on stuff like that? Because it's just an experience thing with, like, if you watch a lot of the best guards in the NBA, right? Like, I always say Chris Paul. Like, it's like he's playing in slow motion.
Yeah.
You know, like, can't speed him up. Dame, CJ.
Can't, bro.
all
Those
like
guys
that.
are dictating
Is that
their own
something that
pace.
comes with time? Is that,
I feel like that's something that just comes with repetition.
yeah.
He gets it, though.
Being in the gym and being able to work
More
on
reps.
the pick and roll.
Drag screen, and then just easy kick out, right?
Much better.
So that's, I think.
Here we go.
you're gonna
Watch
have that
this.
type of spacing at the next level. You're gonna have that type of shooting,
Mm.
and I think you're gonna be a guy who can space
Much
the ball out,
better.
shoot a lot of
Much
different
better
shots.
read.
Dribble handoff. So we talked about pick and roll. talked
That's
about
going to be
isolation,
huge,
offensive
especially
guard,
playing
using
with
type
Mason
situation.
Plumlee, who was very good
I
at
think
this.
that this is like a major part of my game this year.
Yep.
Especially like passing gets.
Yep.
Because
Give me that.
like usually the best player on the other team is guarding.
Yep.
And they try to deny me the ball. So I feel like passing gets is a way where I can like
That's a real good set.
just play like off the
I mean,
ball,
just think
play
about
off-
this.
play on other team's
Weak
ball.
side action, right?
And they try to
Here he comes.
try to
He sets the
deny
weak
me
side
deny
action
me the
here.
ball.
Now there's
So I feel like
confusion.
passing gets is
Now it's a
way where I can
dribble handoff for open shot.
play
That's
off the
good
ball.
basketball, man. That's a good offense right there. A good offensive set on that possession for sure.
Trying to scrape me and deny me the ball.
Right.
Amazing in those situations. Quick hit, stutter step, right? And has that always been a big part of your game, the
Yeah,
floater?
definitely. I
This
feel
is
like
again.
last
If
season,
you're a
me
guard and you don't have this
I
in your
was just,
in your bag,
like, trying to
what are you
force it around
doing?
the rim. Like, when I
You
just-
need that touch, bro.
mid-range pull-up,
He has that, right?
floater. And then Hurley's been stressing me a lot this year about just getting to my spots and taking the easy one.
Yep.
I just feel like a floater is an easy way to get a easy basket in the lane.
They did get JT Thor, Buddha.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, no question. And you see your touch there. And again, similar as it's almost like a ball screen drop, right? Like that big's trying to play that cat and mouse game, bluff and
Facts.
recover. You take
If
the
you are a
defense
guard,
with
you need this in your bag, bro. You need that hook shot. Oh man, I think I want to play. Let's see. You need this in your bag, man. I love again this draft for the Charlotte Hornets, getting JT Thor in the second round, Mason Plumlee via trade, Kai Jones at number 19, and then for James Bouknight to fall to them at number 11. The Charlotte Hornets have a very bright future, very bright present, because they were a game out from making the playoffs. They were in that playing game, got smacked. Lots of inexperience on that team. This is going to be another year of maturation for LaMelo Ball. I can't wait to see what they do. Borrego being of Mexican descent, Mexican head coach. It's just the Charlotte Hornets are set up to succeed in the NBA. They have really good role players, real good run runners now. They got a microwave scorer in James Bouknight. Bye-bye Malik Monk. They don't need him. They got the twins from the University of Nevada. A lot of good things happening, man. I'm excited to see what the Hornets do, especially in free agency. Will they eventually go after a center? This report here says that they won't, right? But at the same time, it does say that Rashawn Holmes will return to Sacramento, and I don't see that happening. No disrespect to Jake Fisher. He's making it sound like it's a done deal, but it's really not because the Kings don't have enough money. But I hope so. I hope that. But yeah, man, it's been fun just breaking this team down. I can't wait to see what happens with the Charlotte Hornets in the near future and again in the present. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you guys so much on behalf of the entire Basketball Zone family. We'll see you guys on the next one. So on the next video, we're doing the Houston Rockets, who are my other winners. But yeah, thank you guys so much.